I forgot. Yeah.
Your left to right, Olivia Adamson, coach trainer, Megan Carney. We'll start with some thoughts from coach, a little bit from the players, and then we'll go back to coach. So, coach.
Great game tonight. Stony Brook came in here and played us really well. I think in particular, Morgan Mitchell was outstanding for them. She had 7 goals. And it was a really back and forth game, especially in that first half. But I think, we did some things that we needed to do in order to step up and take momentum. A big part of that was Olivia Adamson on the draw. She was just outstanding tonight and something that the team really needed. And I also think, too, just that Stony Brook defense, teams are having a really hard time scoring on them. So for us to have 16 goals on that defense is really good. I mean, I think we could even do a better job. But overall, that's a really great opponent that we played tonight, and it's a good top 10 win for us.
Questions for the players, if you could address which player the question is for. We'll start with you.
To Olivia Adamson, you had 12 draw controls today. What does that say about your development in the circle?
All the credit to coaches and the circle girls for having my back and really trusting me to kind of go for it. But it's definitely been tricky, but our coaches and circle people did a great job having my back and allowing me to get that many draw controls tonight.
Megan, it seemed like you and Emma Ward were thinking with the same brain tonight. Can you touch on your chemistry with her?
Yeah, that's what I was just looking at, is how many assists she ended with. She was just unreal back there behind the net. She just has great vision and just knows where everyone's going to be and when they're going to be there.
Olivia, this was the first time since Kate's injury that you guys have won the draw control battle. Just speak to what you worked on during this week that's kind of prepared you for this moment.
Yeah, it's tough, but we really dug in and started developing some chemistry, and I think that this game was the first game where we were really able to put it all together, and so that's what led to us having so many draw controls.
Megan, this is one of a couple games in a row you put together some great performances. What's really been clicking for you as the season gets to the later part of the year?
Our chemistry each day just grows. My teammates just make my job easier. They find me and get the ball to me. So, without them, I wouldn't have this many goals or anything. So they definitely make my job easier.
This is for both Olivia and Megan. What was the biggest struggle in the first half, just being on the offense, but also on the defensive end of the game? What was the biggest struggle against Stony Brook in that first half?
They're a great team. They're coached very well, so they would come in here and they always give us their best game, and they want to beat us. This is a big game for them. So, just knowing that and just trying to overwhelm them with that energy and just play our best game and play Syracuse lacrosse in the first half is just what we want to do.
Time for 2 more for the players.
Spoke for Olivia and Megan. Late in the second, you guys are trailing, but you guys out of nowhere just got up and started dominating the rest of the game. Can you tell me just a little bit of what went into that moment and what really clicked for you guys to start playing?
We just started clicking more on offense, I think. Our defense started making saves for us, and then Liv getting the draw controls and our middies just playing out of their mind this game just really helps us on offense. And then we just started to figure it out and get it going, so we were able to put the ball in the back of the net.
Megan, it seems like you just can't stop scoring at this point this season. What have you really been seeing out there? What's made it so easy for you to score?
My teammates are just giving me great passes. Like I said earlier, they're just making my job so much easier. And yeah, I couldn't do it without them. Thank you.
Get some sleep.
What changed in the second quarter to allow you guys to go on a bit of a run for separation before halftime?
Yeah, I think we were just, I credit to Stony Brook. They forced a lot of caused turnovers. They played really well offensively tonight too, but in the second quarter it was just, we limited some of those turnovers and we were getting some stops, and that allowed us to have momentum and go on a little bit of a run. The players really trust the game plan, so as long as we're doing things the way we want to do it, we're usually successful. So it's just doing those little things, and it allowed us to go on a little bit of a run.
Emma Ward, had 7 assists tonight. A lot of that came from behind the net, from the X position. What makes her so dominant from there, and what's her strength in that position?
Yeah, she's a really, amazing offensive player. I'm really proud of her because we worked on specific things, and she did it in the game, and she was talking about it and kind of joking around about, I did it, and which is just so cool. Like, she's so coachable, and that's what makes players so talented. But she has a real gift of feeding the ball. She really understood the offense and what we were trying to do. And going into the game, I really felt like this could be a great game for her. And, she just did a great job. And, fortunately, she has some great players around her that are able to finish the ball.
Coach, what was the message at halftime? Obviously, the first half had a lot of calls going their way, going your way, some missed calls, some disagreements, a really physical matchup. But what was the message at halftime to kind of propel you guys to the point where you got on those runs?
Halftime, it was really actually for us about a lot of adjustments that we made defensively, offensively, and on the draw. We just had to make a lot of adjustments, and that was the majority of what halftime was. But we had talked about our psychology and what we want to do mentally and being prepared when it's really difficult prior to the game. So I think the players were ready for that. Halftime was just a lot of adjustments that we had to make.
Coach, you guys just got out of a 4-game set where you played 4 straight ranked teams and you went 4-0. How much pride do you have in this team just staying focused and getting through this tough stretch?
Yeah, it's difficult to do. It really is. It's really difficult to do, to play all these top teams and to play them so close together. And right when you think you can breathe, we have Louisville on Saturday. So, we play, I think it's the toughest schedule in the country, and the girls have done an amazing job of just fighting and being resilient, and there's been so many ups and downs. So I give them a lot of credit. It's a very passionate group that is, wants to win, and they're pretty amazing.
So Haley Dutchnow had 9 saves for them. Just how do you approach facing a goalie that is able to make so many saves on the shots you're putting on the cage?
Yeah, I think she played pretty well. I also think she plays behind a really good defense. So, they force a lot of caused turnovers, and they give you really pressured shots. So, but I think overall she did a really good job. She's really good 6-side high. And I think just for us, it was just a little bit more focus and where we wanted to shoot the ball, and just getting the right shot is really the key, our shot selection. But she did play really well tonight.
So one of the big adjustments you made at half was Morgan Mitchell. She had a half dozen goals in the first half, and then she found herself open a lot on the crease. What did you guys do to stop her in the second?
Yeah, Caitlin DeFelice-Watkins is just a brilliant mind, and she is, without a doubt, the best defensive coordinator in the country. And she's so in it, and she just sees it so well. And this is what happens when you play really good teams. Really good players step up, and Morgan Mitchell absolutely did that tonight. But Caitlin had a good plan, and we were able to neutralize them a little bit. But a lot of credit to them. They had a really good player step up, especially when their star was struggling a bit offensively. She was on the receiving end, so a lot of credit to her. But really, Caitlin is an amazing defensive coordinator and just has a plan for everything. So the credit goes to her.
Delaney Schweitzer had quite a few of those long passes today. She's done that a few times before. In what situations is she looking to do that, and what makes you confident that she can?
Yeah, well, we want to play fast and we want to get the ball out, and she clears the ball so well. So I think for her, a lot of it is that decision on when to do it. It's a lot of chemistry that she has with the middies, and really off the field chemistry too. It's just that relationship with her friends, and so they work on it and they trust it, and she plays really fearless and goes for it. And the middies are expecting it too. So or the attackers or defender, whoever it's going out to, they're expecting that long ball. So, I think it's just chemistry and, this team playing for each other, and they go for things and they take a lot of risks. Thank you.